Bernie and Lee head straight to one of their local contacts, Ali the scrapyard owner, to find a muscle car engine.
We need an engine.
Yeah, loads of engines here, brother.
Oh, thanks, you know. This is Marks and Spencer's here. Go and help your bloody self. I want something with a lot of power. I'm after a rear-wheel drive engine, either V6 or V8, preferably V8. Hey! Rover V8. This, to believe it or not, is exactly what we're after, is a V8 engine. Now, how bad it is, I don't really know, but whatever it is, we can do it.
Yeah, it looks all right. I mean, you can't tell until you strip it down, really.
Let's see how much he wants for it. Ali!
300 pounds.
What? Hang on, wait. What?
300, only 300.
30 bob, that's good. I'll tell you what, I'll give you a handshake, cup of tea, and a nice curry. You 200 quid.
Okay.
Lovely,
No
thank
problem.
you. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Go for 200. Ali, thank you. I'll take it away now, yeah?
Okay, no problem.
Thank you, Ali. I told him 200, I'll give him 150. Don't worry, I'll sort him out.
The next task is making sure the massive Rover 3.5 litre V8 will fit into the Capri.
What we're doing at the moment is trying to get the engine and the gearbox as one complete unit into the new hole that we cut in the bulkhead and see where it mounts up, see where we've got to make the new mounts and things like that.
During its 20-year former life, this Capri ran on a much smaller 1.6 litre 4-cylinder engine, delivering 80 horsepower.
It's not going to fit, Captain.
This one will produce 190 horsepower, some heart transplant.
Quite a big hole here for it to go in, really.
Yeah. Right, she's in.
Engine button big, the mounts on which the V8 will have to sit are way out. And rubber bushes, the engine would shake the car to pieces. Fitting new ones is a job for welder Terry.
I wasn't happy keeping the same engine mounts, so I've made new ones up, which I've finished this side. It's a lot stronger, and they fit a lot better, and that's the engine done.
That's one major task completed, but it's only the first of many. A bigger engine in this rear-wheel driven car requires a complete modification of the drivetrain linking the engine to the rear wheels. A power harnessing gearbox from a 300 horsepower TVR is the first link.
We found a TBR gearbox with a bell housing which will match up to the Rover 3.5 engine which we've got.
Again, it's bigger than the Capri was originally designed to take.
We're going to cut a section out of here so the gearbox can sit into there, and then we're going to fabricate a new transmission tunnel over the top of the gearbox so we know exactly where it all sits.
It'll now fit, but being a rear-wheel driven car, getting power to the wheels is still a long way off. The challenge is not to lose any of the power as it travels from the engine via the gearbox to the rear wheels.
The gearbox transmits the power from the engine through the prop shaft, which is not even on the car, right the way down this line onto whatever differential we're going to use. When that turns, it then turns the back wheels. We're packing 3 times the power into a car that's over 20 years old. So everything has got to be able to stand up to it.
It seems that Bernie has a lot more parts to find and fit before Lipu returns, but he's no longer quite so mad at him for his last-minute holiday plans.
He works very, very hard, he works long hours. Everyone needs a bit of time away. Mixing with his fellow people in Bangladesh, you know, away from his wife and kids and whatever. His mind, I think he's going to come back an entirely new person.
5,000 miles away in Bangladesh, Lipu is relishing a return to his home of not so long ago. This trip is a chance to recharge his batteries and reconnect with his roots after a period of dramatic change since teaming up with Bernie.
This is the place, one of the best places, my memories over here. Behind those trees, I grew up, my school, Residential Model College, and I used to come almost every other day. This is my country. I love this country. And I can smell my childhood over here. This is great. This is really, really great.
He catches up with the family and has a trip to Lane in his old home.
I miss this place a lot because this is where the place I started doing. Basically, I started working with Bernie. This is the place. This is my home, sweet home. It's great to be here. This was the first sketch to convey in Bangladesh what kind of car, what kind of design I'm going to build. These are the basics. I don't sketch, I don't design, I just straight build it. But I had to convince Bernie in Bangladesh so that he knows actually what we're going to build. This is a sketch, amazing, still there, still there.
And here is that car. The M26 was the first Bernie and Lipu produced after going into partnership here in Dakar.
All I can say is, Lipu, you deserve every bit of recognition.
It sealed a car-chopping friendship that survives to this day.
You have changed my life.
It still has pride of place in Lipu's old garage, and he's dying to see if it will start up.
Bernie did a proper good job on this car. It's alive. It works. It runs. And now I'm working with Bernie in London. We're growing, but still, your past is past. Always remember your past.
Back in London at the chop shop, Bernie's also been getting to grips with a year of changes as he takes on an increasingly managerial role.
Hey, it's welcome to some people, not everyone. Being the new ambassador to the company and sourcing more parts, speaking to people, blagging parts, getting people to work with the company, I think is one of my skills.
He's desperately trying to source parts to match up to the powerful engine he bought for Delalio's Capri.
Wrong clutch. That is about a quarter of the list. And where am I? I am now there.
Bernie prefers to deal with parts manufacturers and suppliers face to face to get exactly what he wants at the price he wants.
I'm Bernie.
Hello, Bernie.
How you doing?
Yeah, not bad.
Today, he's after new performance shoes to upgrade the suspension on Delalio's Capri. These oil-filled telescopic struts absorb bumps in the road and determine the car's ground clearance, influencing its overall look.
Hi, Darren.
Building up your
I'm going to have to be actually nice to him, you know, he's doing my shock absorbers.
Up to now, that ground clearance has been unchangeable once the shocks are fitted, but this time, the shocks will be adjustable.
The biggest problem we've had is that every car we built, right? Yeah. Lipu, my partner, his bone of contention is, I want it low, I want it low. No, I want this one a bit high, I want this one low. Now, we're going to have adjustable shock absorbers. He's got no argument.
Back at the garage, having installed the V8 engine and gearbox, mechanics Sean and Lee are still trying to hook up all that muscle power to the rear wheels.
The problem we've got is with the prop shaft, we've got this end with the prop shaft, but the mounting into there is a different, the mounting into the gearbox is different, so we've got the TVR prop, half of it. That connection, oops, that's the prop shaft for that, but it's originally for a TVR, so obviously it ain't very long. And that has got to make it to there. Well, obviously on the new back axle. Well, that ain't going to do that at the moment, obviously.
Two prop shafts will need to be joined together, no simple task. And when that's done, the rear axle will also need upgrading to take the extra power.
The axle that's on the car is a standard 1600cc axle for a four-cylinder 1600cc engine. No way that will be powerful enough. All that will happen is, because now we've got a 3.5 V8 engine, right, with a big heavy-duty gearbox of a TVR. If you use the standard axle, it will whine like mad and probably blow itself to pieces.
This is the old axle. I'm just going to remove it now, and hopefully the parts delivery man's going to be dropping off the new one any minute, so we'll get this out, ready for the new one to go up.